Hey everyone, welcome back to Ragtag Stacking. In today's video, I want to talk a little bit about the U.S. Mint and what exactly is going to be happening in 2022. Now, I found this article that was kind of going back and taking a look at what went on in 2021 with the U.S. Mint, and as we all know, there was quite a bit going on this past year for the U.S. Mint. Obviously, two of the big things, you can kind of see one of them here, is the transition of the American Silver Eagles from the Type 1 here, kind of off to the side. You might not be able to see it fully here. The Type 1 reverse to the Type 2. That was a big thing, a big undertaking that the U.S. Mint went under this year. That transition happened around April, May from the Type 1 to the Type 2. And then, as we all know, the 100th anniversary of the transition from the Morgan dollar to the Peace dollar was in 2021, and they actually made new versions of these coins. I did not pick up any of the new 2021 Morgans or Peace dollars. I did see that some people, obviously, I've seen some videos where people did manage to pick them up, but I have seen a lot of other people saying that they were shut out. They were not able to pick up the coins that they wanted to get. And unfortunately, that seems to happen a lot with the US Mint. I don't have too many things from the US Mint, like I've said before in previous videos. I actually only have one. I picked up the last of the America the Beautiful 5-ounce uncirculated coins, the Tuskegee Airmen there, and I've shown it before in videos here, but that this is one of my favorite coins because I do like the burnished finish on the uncirculated America the Beautiful coins that you can only get directly from the mint. So I knew I was going to pick up at least one of those because I loved the look of it, and I needed to have at least one. So I was lucky I caught the last one there with the Tuskegee Airmen. But yes, getting into the article here, it kind of goes over some of the successes and failures that happened in the U.S. Mint this year, and kind of going over some of the new directions that it might be heading in 2022, being as David Ryder is now out, and there is a new, right now, acting director of the U.S. Mint. I'm not sure how long that acting is going to be in there. I'm not sure if they're going to change the person or change the title to permanent, but right now we have a new acting director. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into the article here and just quickly go over what it has to say. Okay, so this is the article here. It is on Coin World, and the title is What About 2022? So going down here, it says, for collectors of products offered by the U.S. Mint, just a few more new products remain to be offered in 2021, a year that has seen the Mint offer some stunningly popular coins and refresh the appearance of two popular series. So yes, obviously they're referring to the transition of the Type 2 from the Type 1 American Silver Eagle to the Type 2, and then the rollout of their 100th anniversary of the transition from the Morgan dollar to the Peace dollar. I do know that those were very popular coins. And getting into it here, so the 2021 editions of the Morgan and Peace dollars were, as expected, extremely popular with Mint customers. Every one of the 5 2021 Morgan dollars and the sold 2021 Peace dollars sold out in minutes. Feats that at the same time thrilled successful purchasers and enraged those successful in their purchases. So I've been on both sides of the fence. I haven't bought much from the U.S. Mint. In fact, I've only bought one thing. I showed that in the intro there. It was the America the Beautiful 5-ounce uncirculated Tuskegee Airman coin, the last of the America the Beautiful coin series. I did pick that one up directly from the Mint because I like the burnished look of it. But I have been on the other side where I was looking to get a particular coin and just was not able to complete it. I wasn't able to get into the cart. The site kept crashing, so I wasn't able to pick up. The V75 was one particular that I wanted to get, and I just wasn't able to pull a trigger on it. And I didn't even try on the Morgan and Peace dollars. For me, they were just I didn't really care to get them. They were just too expensive. I'd much prefer just getting the old Morgans and Peace dollars and paying less than you would for these newer collector pieces, or mintage in a higher price. And obviously it's going to be, if you're looking for them on the secondary market, the prices are that much higher. So these do carry that numismatic value to them in the collector, and so it's not something that is particularly up my alley. So yeah, as beautiful as the coins were, I wasn't too disappointed that I didn't get one. In fact, as I said, I didn't even go on in attempts to get one. I just took a pass, and then I saw all of the people in the aftermath of trying to get one. I saw a lot of people that were quite angry because it wasn't a very enjoyable experience for the vast majority of people that logged on to the website that day. And continuing on here, it says, from one point of view, the various sales of the coins were a marketing success. The Mint marketing staff developed a program that kept collectors and dealers engaged for months and sold out every time. However, the Mint failed to meet the demand for the coins. Too many customers were unsatisfied, unable to purchase one or more of the coins. Maximum mintages were too low. Even if Planchet's supply limitations forced the Mint to make some hard choices. So yes, there was the whole thing in the middle of the year there where they're talking about the silver shortage was the reason that they stopped the pre-sales and the sales of the Morgan and Peace dollars. And then they backtracked on their statement of saying, the reason why is because of the global shortage. It was just because they had a particular shortage in their planchets. It was a whole thing that went on for a while, and I don't want to get into the whole thing here. But again, it was something that caused a lot of people to not be very happy with how the Mint was being run. But yes, it was just another thing that kind of happened in a rocky year for the Mint. So the transition of the reverse of the gold and the silver eagles and the refreshing of their obverse designs can be considered on one level a marketing success as well. Since most of the numismatic products marketing the transition sold out rapidly. And if you're going to be looking at how the sales went on particular pieces, then it was a success for them. They might not want to hear a bunch of people saying that they absolutely hate the design of the brand new Type 2. I'm not one of those people. I don't have that strong of an opinion on it. It's not something that I absolutely love, but it's not something where I would completely boycott picking up another American Silver Eagle because I hate the Type 2 so much. It's not that far. But I do know that there are some people that have stopped picking up the American Silver Eagle just because they do not like the look of the Type 2. I mean, at all. However, as with the Morgan and Peace dollars, many Mint customers were frustrated. Their efforts to buy a coin or set repeatedly stymied even as the product was selling out. Because again, I did not look to pick up any of the new Type 2 American Silver Eagle straight from the Mint, any of the products that they were offering there. But I can imagine that the process wasn't going to be any different than when I was looking to pick up that V75 last year. And this one here is one of the biggest complaints heard seemed to be associated with the authorized bulk purchase program for dealers who bought significant quantities of Mint products to qualify for the program. Collectors almost universally hated the concept for multiple reasons, that it seemed to give deep pocket dealers an advantage over small collectors. Dealers essentially were guaranteed access to a certain amount of each product, while non-ABPP customers had no such guarantee. So I can understand that people that really, really wanted a certain coin could be quite frustrated seeing the bulk purchase by some of these bullion dealers, and how they can just get pretty much whatever they want. If they want a certain amount, they're guaranteed it here. And some of these, the smaller person, the individual collector, has to sit there and sweat it out in hopes that they'll be able to continue their collection along. Whether picking up the proof ASEs, if they've been doing it since they've been coming out, now they have to sweat it out, lose some sleep the night before, hoping that they'll be able to at least get one in their cart and actually complete a purchase. So that kind of went over the, some of the things that happened with the Mint. In some ways, in some light, you can look at it in a good way. In other light, you can look at it in a bad way. But it says, so 2021 will go down in history as a year in which the Mint made changes, some of which were welcomed and others that were not. So what about 2022? The Mint will be operating under new leadership with the departure of David Ryder as director. It remains to be seen whether the more collector-friendly decisions are made under the leadership of its former Chief Administrative Officer, Allison Dunn, now acting U.S. Mint Director. So there is a new director. I'm not sure how much that's going to change the focus or what's going on with the Mint. There's obviously some coins that are already planned for next year, but there's going to be more that are coming up, and it'll be interesting to see some of the decisions that are made on upcoming coins to see if, like they said, if they're going to be more friendly to the individual customer, the individual buyer that's trying to pick them up, or if you're going to see some of the same practices that advantage the bulk purchasing and kind of screwed over the little guy. We'll see how some of that stuff goes in 2022 with the new mint director. And it says acting U.S. mint director here. I'm not sure how long this person is going to stay in there, if they're looking to get a full permanent person, or if they're just looking to finalize this Allison Doon. I think I said Dunn before, but Allison Doon. I'm wondering if they're going to just at a certain time make her permanent and removing the acting. I don't know. It says customers almost universally come to pan the direction the mint took under Ryder's leadership. While a number of innovative products were released during the tenure, the circulated America the Beautiful quarters from the U.S. The West Point Mint were a welcome surprise. Policy decisions that collectors believed were made to cater to dealers may forever taint Ryder's reputation as director, rightly or wrongly. Yes, definitely people were quite upset with some of the stuff that was going on in the later parts of David Ryder's overseeing of the U.S. Mint, and hopefully the new regime here will make some changes, and it will maybe be a better experience for people that are looking to buy from the U.S. Mint. So yes, that's the end of the article. I usually just skim through it, but for the most part, I kind of read the entire thing here. I will leave a link in the description if you want to reread it yourself. But yeah, that's interesting here. Let's see what 2022 will bring for the U.S. Mint. So yeah, that's the end of the article there. I thought it was pretty interesting, and it's going to be pretty interesting to see what's going to be happening with the U.S. Mint and what direction they take going forward in 2022. Okay, so that was the article there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you've seen my videos for any amount of time, you do know that I do live up in Canada, and I even mentioned it in the intro there. The U.S. Mint, it's not something that I buy from directly because of the shipping and the import fees. The import fees were quite a lot when I ordered the one and only coin that I got from there. And I do understand the flipping opportunities on some of these coins where it would make sense for me to eat the import fees and the shipping, even if it comes up, because for Canadian dollars it was close to that $100 mark, factoring in both the shipping and the import tax. But with some of these coins, if you're able to flip it for 3, 4, 5 times as much as it's worth, it might be worth it to just eat those additional charges and additional money on the front end if I can make up for it on the back end. But I have not done that. I haven't looked to pick up any coins to flip, and in the future, if I do order from the U.S. Mint, that's probably going to be the only reason why I will. It's not going to be for a coin that I want specifically for myself, like that America the Beautiful coin. It's going to be a coin that I can pick up and flip to make some money off of. That'd be the only way to make sense for me personally to buy from the U.S. Mint. Like I said before, I do live up in Canada, so I like seeing what the Royal Canadian Mint offers. It's a little bit different than the U.S. Mint. They don't really have too much hype around certain coins. They just drop it whenever. They'll just have a new coin up there for as long as it is until it sells out. So like with the U.S. Mint, it'll be hyped up. You'll know exactly how many coins are available, what day, what time it's coming out, and it will be sold out within minutes. It's different than with the Royal Canadian Mint. There are some particular coins that are quite a low mintage, so they do sell out quite fast. Probably within a day. But there are plenty of other coins that do have a lower mintage that are up there for a decent amount of time, a day or two, that you don't need to be rushing to get there and crossing your fingers that you can get this coin in your cart and complete the purchase. For a lot of the coins with the Canadian Mint, it's a little bit more of an enjoyable experience. You don't have to feel like you're rushed or you're gonna miss out on this coin if you don't get it within the first 5 minutes. I'm not trying to say one's better than the other or one has better products than the other. I'm just saying for me, it's a little bit easier of a choice to go with the Royal Canadian Mint because one, it's free shipping, you know what I mean? It's quite quick, and you know, some of the coins that they do come out with are quite nice. But anyways, let me know in the comments what you guys think is going to happen with the US Mint. If you are looking forward to 2022, if you think that they are going to make some changes, if you think that they've listened to their customers and some of their complaints, it'll be interesting to see if they have done anything with it, and let's see how the experience has changed for return customers to the US Mint's website. And you know, I'm crossing my fingers that hopefully it is like that. Hopefully, with some of the new coins and new releases that come out in 2022, the news of the release will be good. You know, there'll be no hiccups. People that wanted the coin were able to get it, and you know, you're not going to be seeing the site crash, because that seems to be a big problem with the US Mint. Is their technology does not seem to be up to snuff. So hopefully they have changed that. But anyways, let me know, as I said, let me know what you guys think in the video, because that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you come back for the next one. Thank you.